All right, so for this last lesson regarding factoring, we're going to look at a couple of special cases. In this first part of this video, we're going to look at the case called difference of two perfect squares. So we learned that the standard form of a quadratic is ax squared plus bx plus c. Well, let's look at these three examples right here. And what I want you to notice about all three of them is that they're missing the b term. They're missing the term that has just x. They have the x squared, and they have the one that doesn't have an x, but they're missing the middle term. So what we could do is we could just add it in as a 0. So what I mean by that is we could do this. We could say, okay, well, this could be x squared plus 0x minus 49. Now we have a normal trinomial that we're used to factoring. So we know this is going to be two parentheses. X times x gives me x squared. And then I have to find two numbers that multiply to negative 49 and add to 0. And it turns out you can use your calculator trick or whatever, but this is going to be negative 7 and positive 7. All right, let's look at this next one. Let's do the same thing. Let's add 0x, since that middle term is missing. X times x gives me x squared. Two numbers that multiply to negative 100 and add to 0. Turns out, plus 10 and minus 10. You're already starting to see the pattern, but let's do one more. X squared plus 0x minus 16. X times x gives me x squared. Two numbers that multiply to negative 16 and add to 0. Turns out it's going to be plus 4 and minus 4. So this is what we call the difference of two perfect squares. And so the first thing is you need to recognize it. Not just because you see two terms, 1, 2, doesn't necessarily mean that it's difference of two perfect squares. The first thing we have to know is that we have to know that this is a perfect square and that is a perfect square. Now, if you don't remember what a perfect square is, in particular with the numbers, it's the numbers that if you take a square root, you get an integer. So for example, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, so on and so forth. Those are our perfect square numbers. If you're not sure, you just put the number in your calculator and take the square root. And if you don't get a decimal, then that's a perfect square. So that's the first thing, is this has to be a perfect square and this. For the x part, it has to be an even exponent. So sometimes you'll see this as a 2. Sometimes you'll see it as a 4 or a 6. And we can talk about how to do those at a later time. The other piece is that it has to be a minus sign. It's the difference of two perfect squares, not the sum of two perfect squares. So this shortcut only works if it's a minus. So notice that all three of these are minus. If you have this situation, then what you're going to do is in the front, you're going to take the square root of the first piece. That's going to go in the front. In the back, you're going to do the square root of the second piece, and then it's just going to be 1 plus and 1 minus. Okay, so take a look here. Look at our examples. 7, so first of all, let's recognize it. X squared is a perfect square, 49 is a perfect square, and it's a minus. So if I went right from here down to here, I would take the square root of x squared, which is x, and the square root of 49, which is 7, 1 plus, 1 minus. Same thing here. X squared is a perfect square, 100 is a perfect square. X is the square root of x squared, 10 is the square root of 100, 1 plus, 1 minus. And finally here, if you look at this one, x squared is a perfect square, 16 is a perfect square, it's a minus, so this is the special case. x is the square root of x squared, 4 is the square root of 16, 1 plus 1 minus. So that's the case where you have difference of two perfect squares. In part 2 of this video, we'll look at advanced trinomials.